So in the last video, we simulated a NI USB 6001 device. So in this video, we'll see how can we use that simulated device on LabVIEW. Just go to the measurement IO palette, NI DAC MX, DAC assistant. It is asking whether to acquire or generate signals. We will acquire signals. So as from the previous video, we have simulated Dev4 and we'll create one channel, then we'll finish it. So from here we can see that all the configuration window is up and we can configure which type of measurement, which type of range and which type of acquisition mode we are trying to acquire. So I'll go for one sample on demand. Range would be -10 to 10, differential, and run it. So as you can see, it is a continuous loop and we are simulating basically a sine wave. That's why it is oscillating between -10 to 10 values and it is giving us a single value at a time. So it is on the on-demand mode. We'll stop it. We'll change the acquisition mode to n samples. In n samples, it is a finite sample acquisition mode. So we are reading 100 samples at a rate of 1000. We'll just run it. As you can see, we are getting a graph of 100 samples ranging between -10 to 10. Now we will change it to continuous samples. As soon as I've changed to continuous sample, the run button changes to run continuously, and as you can see, we are getting the data. So we are getting this data on max, so on the configuration window basically. So we need to fetch that data on LabVIEW. So I'll stop it. I'll go with the configurations and I'll click OK. It will take some time to build the DAC assistant. So it is asking whether we'll need a loop or not. For continuous acquisition, we'll need a loop. So I'll click yes. So we are getting a while loop, and inside that we have the DAC assistant, the data from where which can read the data, and we'll just insert a graph here. Yeah, and we'll run it. So as you can see, we're getting the same data, which is oscillating between -10 to 10, but it is being auto scaled. So we'll fix it. The range we already knew, -10 and 10, and then we'll run it. So as you can see, all the data is oscillating between -10 to 10, and we're getting a graph. So that's it.